everybody, my name is Manish and you are welcome to our channel Genius Prep. In this video we are going to take some more questions related to number systems, and in this whole video we will be solving some questions which have been taken from different exams and different books. Also during this solving of this questions we will be taking some concept, we will clearing some concept with the questions. So it's gonna be interesting session, so let's get started. But before we begin, do not forget to subscribe our channel and click on the bell icon for this kind of video. And also if you have any doubt in any kind of questions or any any concept, you can just comment us, we'll get back to you. Okay guys, so let's get started with the number system questions. Okay, so here we go. First, okay, so this is a very first question. If y is divisible by 12, which of the following that must be true? Okay, so what does it mean? First we need to understand the wording of the question. Y is divisible by 12, that means y is divisible by 12. Okay, this when it is coming integer, or we can say y is the multiple of 12. Okay, so y divisible by 24, y is divisible by 6, or y divisible by 4. Okay, so I hope you remember in my previous video I told you when b is a factor of a and c is a factor of b, then c will be the factor of a also. So we will be using the same concept over here. Okay, so if y is divisible by 12, so we need to factorize 12. So it will come 2 cross 2 cross 3. So it can be 2, it can be 4, it can be 6. So we just need to compare this with the option. So first option says y is divisible by 24. Okay, 24 we cannot give you guarantee that 24 because it's not in the factor. Okay, but so we will not choose this. Okay, now y is divisible by 6. Y is divisible by 6, that means 6 should be the factor of y. So with this concept, okay, we are getting 6 here, so definitely y will be divisible by 6. So B is a right answer. And then on the third option is y is divisible by 4. Are we getting 4 here? Yes, we are getting 4 here also. 2 cross 2 is 4. So that means y will be divisible by 4 also. Okay, so this is a very basic question, but this is a different concept in which we are using this with b is a factor of a and c is a factor of b, then c will be also the factor of a. Now the next is greatest common factor. So okay, so first is what is greatest common factor. So the greatest common factor, set of numbers is the largest integer that divides evenly into all the numbers. Okay, so if you're finding it hard in the wordings, so we can see the example, and by the example you will get the better idea, because math is all about ideas. Okay, math is all about concept, it's not about the wordings, it's all about the concept. If your concept is clear, you can easily solve this question. Okay, so let's solve. So what is the greatest common factor? First you need to understand greatest common factor means you have to find the greatest common factor in the different numbers. Okay, so when you see number 12, if you factorize this, it will come 2 2 3, 2 times 2 4, 4 times 6 12. Now it comes to 72. You can say 9 cross 8, then 9 cross 8 is right, 9 8 9, yeah, it is right. 3 times 3 and 2 times 2. So we get 3 2s, 2 3s. Okay, now 88 factor of 88 we can factorize 11 times 8, that is 11 cross 2 cross 2 cross 2. Okay, so now you need to see what we need to find the greatest common factor. So we need to find the common factors among these three numbers. Okay, or among these three factorization. So we see we have 2 2s here. Okay, we have 2 2s over here, we have 2 2s over here. Okay, so 2 cross 2 can be the greatest common factor. Now we have 3. Okay, do we have 3 here? Yes, we have 3 also, but we do not have 3 in this 88 number. So that means 3 cannot be the common factor. So that means we will not include anything. Do we have anything else in common? No, we do not have. So that means 2 cross 2 is a 4 is the greatest common factor for these 12, 72 and 88. I hope you understand. Only thing you need to do is you need to factorize. You just need to factorize all the numbers, okay, and then you have to find out what is the common factor among these numbers, okay. So now let's start with the third question, or we can say the third concept. The third concept is what is LCM. I hope if you know about the GCM, the greatest common factor, GCF, okay, now this is a LCM, which is the least common multiple, okay. So so what is the meaning of least common multiple? The definition is the least common multiple is the set of numbers is the smallest integer that is divisible by, okay, divisible by all the three numbers in the set. What does this mean? If you have some numbers, so the common, you should find a number which should be divisible by all these three numbers, okay. So that means it is saying the least common, well, you have to the at least what is should be the minimum number, what should be the common number which should be divisible by all of those numbers, okay. So let's take an example, you will get the better idea, okay. So if what question says, if x is the smallest integer that divisible by 9, 12 and 15, what is the value of x, okay. So what is saying, if x is the smallest integer which is divisible, that means x is the multiple of 9, x is a multiple of 12, x is a multiple of 15, right? Okay, so if you divide, if you solve this, if you factorize this, 3 cross 3, okay, then it is 2 cross 2 cross 3, okay, 5 cross 3. Now the main difference between GCF and this is, in that we were looking for the common factor. Here we will be looking for the all the factors. So here what will be the we consider all the factors, because we need to find the multiple of a number which is should be divisible by all of them. So it can be 3 cross 3, okay. Now here we have 2, we have 2 cross 2. Here what is the new number? 5. This is a 5. So if you solve this, so 5 times 2 10, 10 times 2 20, 20 times 6, 20 times 9 is equal to 180. So 180 will be the LCM of 9, 12 and 15. Now you can go and recheck, like now we can easily divide 180 by 9, we can easily divide 12 by 180, and we can easily divide 15. We can easily divide 180 with the number 15, okay. So this is a one way to do. In this, what you do, you just factorize this and you find all the factors which is coming, okay. But there is another way also, okay. So for that, just a minute, we just need to delete these things so we can have more space for, okay. So what is that method is, in that method we will be writing those as 9, 12, 15, okay. Now we will divide these, we will find a factor which can be divided by with whom we can divide these numbers. So what could be the number, like 3. So 3, it can go on by 3. Now it is 4, it is 5. Now again we can have common, we can divide this by 3, 1. We cannot divide 4 with the 3, we can leave this as it is, then 5. Now we have number 1 over here. So what we can do, we multiply these 3 cross 3 cross 4 cross 5. By this you can get the LCM. This is another way. Instead of factorization, you just solve this thing, okay, and you need to do this method till you get at least 1 over here. Once you get the 1, then you can multiply this number with these number, okay. I hope you understand this one also. Now let's solve the fourth question, and which is what we are doing in this particular session. I'm taking the different kind of numbers, okay, like from different exams, and we are just trying to solve as many as different concept. Okay, this is what we are trying to do over here. Okay, so all the each question will come up with a new concept and new way of solving. And always remember, any exam you see, and all the question, they all of them are looking for the flexibility of the candidate. There will be a one thing you have to do is a calculation. Only thing, you should be flexible enough to find out the, it's not like if you have question you have to follow one procedure. If you have another way of doing calculation which decrease the time and increase your efficiency, you should do that thing. This is what we are doing here also. Okay, so let's solve this fourth question. So what does it say? When x is divided by 6, the remainder is 2. Which of the following could be the value of x? Okay, so when x is divided by 6, okay, remainder is what? 2. Okay, so we can say x should be like this, because x is a multiple of 6 and then we are having extra 2. Which of the following could be the value of x? Okay, now here we are using the flexibility idea. First way of solving this question is, you can put these numbers at the position of x. Okay, suppose you put the 10. If you put 10 here, 10 is equal to 6i plus 2, and then you are getting 8 by 6i, which is not integer. Okay, that means a cannot be the option. You can, similar way you can put this in this number, you can get number 14, 16 and 18. When you put this number c here, so it is 14 is equal to 6i plus 2. Okay, so it is 12 by 6 is equal to I. That means it is coming as a integer. Okay, so that means option C is the right answer. But this is a one way. What we are doing in this, we are just putting the value. What could be the another way? And I would say that would be the smartest way than like putting this value. What is that? When you look at this equation, okay, what you're seeing, x is a multiple of 6 but it is having extra 2. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to find a number, okay, which is multiple of, after multiplying the number with 6 you should have extra 2. Okay, like suppose 10. Okay, if you see a 6 times 1 is 6 and you having extra 4, that means it cannot be the option. Now 12 is a multiple of 6, so it cannot be the option. 14, okay, when you multiply by 6 you are getting 12. Now how much extra is there? 2. Yes, it is the right answer. And what about 16? 16 again, you are multiply by 2, you get extra 4. Okay, so it knows the right answer. Again 18 is the multiple of 6, so we do not have any remainder. So this, in this second option, you do not need to do calculation like this. Okay, you just see if there's any, you know, anything remainder 2 is left over there. So this is another way and you can solve this kind of question. Now another question is, we are taking another example. Okay, so if you guys are preparing for any, you know, GRE exam or any kind of exams, you will see these kind of questions a lot. But what is this? Is a format of the question in which you will be giving us some numbers, okay, and then you have given this option A, B, C, D, which says about like quantity A is bigger, quantity B is bigger, both are equal and cannot be determined. So this is a very common, you will see around 30% of questions like this in GRE. But again, this is a one of the way in other exam also you will see this format for different exams. So let's solve this question. So what it says, x is a multiple of 12. Okay, so quantity A is the remainder when x is divided by 3, the remainder when x is divided by 6. So x is a multiple of 12. What does it mean? It means x is a multiple of 12. Okay, so it will be, this is a multiple of 12, that means 12i. Okay, so if you do factorization of this, it will be 4 or 3, or you can say 2 cross 2 cross 3. Okay, this is a factor of 12. So what is the, now what is the question, what is the quantity A? The remainder when x is divided by 3. Okay, what will be the remainder when x is divided by 3? So you remember my very first concept, very first question in this also is what we said. I said if b is a factor of a and c the factor of c, then c will be the factor of a. So x is there, is x is 12 is a factor of x and 3 is a factor of 12. So definitely x3 is all 3 also a factor of x. So when we divided the x, x is divided by 3, the remainder will always 0, okay, because it comes integer. The remainder when x is divided by 6, okay, so again you see the same 6, we are getting 6 over here, so 6 is a factor of x, so again when we do it coming 0, that means the quantity a is 0, quantity b is 0. So we need to see the option. A option says if quantity a is greater, or option B is quantity B is greater. Option C is if two quantities are equal. So yes, the answer C is the right answer. Okay, so now another topic is the odd and even numbers. You know, in my first video, in the previous video, the part 1 of number system, we talk about the odd and even numbers, but it was just I gave you the idea what are the odd numbers or even numbers. Now we will discuss about the properties, because the question you will see in the exam will be related to the properties of the odd and even number. So what are the odd and even properties? If it says if you add odd and odd, okay, if you sum them or minus the odd numbers with the odd number, you always get the even number. If you plus minus the even with the even, you always get the even number. But if you plus minus the even with the odd number, plus or minus, you always get the odd number. If you always do the odd plus minus even, you always get the even number. These are the examples of this. I think it's a very simple concept, but it is very important. So just remember this whenever you have question related to this, you just need to know this concept. And this is a multiplication property of this, which says um, property says the when you multiply even with the even number, you always get the even number. Like 4 cross 6, you got the 24, which is even number. Even with the odd number, always got the even number. Like 6 cross 5, 30. Odd with the even number, you get the even number. Odd with the you get the odd number, like 7 cross 5. Okay, so always remember. So whenever you have, like, if you multiply even with any number, with any odd number, okay, you always get the even number. Okay guys, so we have a fifth question which is related to odd and even numbers. So if question says if x and y are integers and 3x plus 2y is even number, then which of the following must be true? Okay, so we have options, we have to find out. So just do not look at the whole term together. What you can see, 3x and 2y is even. So you can write 3x plus 2y is equal to even. But remember, if you take this term, okay, first, if you know that we are multiplying, it has a factor of 2, okay, multiplier of 2. So whatever the y, whether it is odd or whether it is even, after multiplying by 2, you will always get the even number, right? So you can write this equation as like 3x plus even number is equal to even number, right? Now why we did this? So we are simplifying the equation. So now you know the property of even numbers. Even plus even is equal to even only. Okay, like 4 plus 2 is 6, but have you seen, like, 9 plus 2 is equal to what, 11? So this number has to be even number, then and then this equation will work. So that's mean 3 multiplied by x should be even number. How it can be even number? When x should be the even number, because if you put odd number, like suppose 3 you put, to always get the odd number, which we don't want. We want this should be the even number. So x is a even number. Okay, so now look at the options. X is a even number, yes. X is an odd number, no. X plus y is an even number, x cross y, yes. Whenever you have even number multiplied by odd number or even number, you always get the even number. Okay, so this is the right answer. x plus y is an even number. No, we cannot say this. Why? Because suppose this term we have a multiple of 2, but y can be an odd number or y can be an even number. So x plus y is even, we cannot say this. Okay, x square is an odd number, x is what? Even number. Whenever you have, you know, even number square, it always give you the even number. You like 2 square, what is 4? Okay, so now this is not answer. So right answer is option A and option C. Okay guys, so I hope you like this video. In this video we try to cover as much as different concept of different kind of questions, and just comment us how did you like this video. If you have any, still you have any doubt, you just comment us back and we'll get back to you and we'll try to clarify your doubt as soon as possible. Okay guys, so do not forget to subscribe our channel and click on the bell icon for more this kind of videos.